What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Ham Shack. I'm your host, Kilo India 5, Quebec, Mike. The name is Frank. And today we're going to talk a little bit about how I studied for my general class in 6 hours. So, really quick, as you guys know that I am now a ham radio operator, general class operator. This general class license manual from the ARRL is really handy. It talks a lot about there's a dictionary in the back for all the terms that are used and what the description is for them. We're gonna just flip over. Just happen to be at this 9.3 section, and it actually tells you all of the questions. For example, the bottom one is going to be G0 B14 or Golf 0 Bravo 14. There's a quick look. So that is really handy. I've read this book a while back, and it is really awesome. But I did not remember a lot of stuff. So what I ended up doing is, let's see if you guys can see this. This app, Ham Radio Exam. You can study the correct answers, take section quiz, take practice tests, and it's also got a tab on the bottom where it says past results and recommendations. It'll give you recommendations on areas to study in. So with that app, I was able to pass basically in 6 hours. I got off work Thursday morning at 6 a.m. I came home and I did nothing but study until it was time for the test, which the test ended up being at 4 p.m. But I got a solid 6 hours in, and everything when I took the test it was really awesome. So on really quick, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I did with this app. So you can see where it says study correct answers. I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. And it's going to open up to sections: Alpha 1, Echo, Extra 1 Alpha, Extra 1 Bravo. There's just going to be different. So we're going to go on to Extra 1 Alpha. And this is the extra test. This is not the general. But the general is the exact same app. It's Ham Radio Exam General or Technician. And it tells you the question and it tells you the answer that's highlighted in green. What I did is I did not look at any of the other answers. I looked at the question and the answer in green. The gray and the green. That's my key right there. The two G's, gray and green. Those are the only ones you want to look at, so that whenever you do go in for the test, that the only thing you're looking at is the gray and the green. So whenever you go down and look at the answers, you're going to remember which one. If the rest of them, if 1 out of 3 do not stand out, if 1 out of 3 stands out and the other 3 don't look familiar, then you obviously know that that's the correct answer. So I was able to take and pass the test in 6 hours. I've actually heard of a lot of people that only use that app and do quite well with it. And if that's the way you want to do it, that's great. There's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people are memory learners anyway, that they only learn by seeing the correct answer with the question. So there's actually the entire community basically at this point is the entire community basically at this point studies that way, and that's great. It's very effective. It works. As long as you know enough to get your test, to pass the test, then that's great. You're an official ham. So I'm currently studying for my extra. So hopefully here in 2 months I'll have a new temporary call sign. It'll be Kilo India 5, Quebec, Quebec, Mike, Stroke, Alpha, Echo. So what is the stroke? You guys remember the last video whenever I announced that I had passed the exam. My temporary call sign was Kilo India 5, Quebec, Quebec, Mike, Stroke, Alpha, Golf. What that means is I was acting general at the time. Immediately after you pass your test, you are authorized to broadcast on general class privileges, general class frequencies. That being said, it took me about a day to get my call sign from Tech. It took me about a day for my general to show up in the FCC database. So what that means is, as soon as I passed the test, I could come home, tune into general class frequencies, and start broadcasting. When I do call my call sign at the end of the broadcast, I would have to say Kilo India 5, Quebec, Quebec, Mike, Stroke, Alpha, Golf. And what that is telling the other amateur stations that are listening, is that I have passed my general. It is just not shown up in the FCC database yet. So, therefore, I would be acting general until it became official in the FCC database. Now, the same would apply when I passed my extra class. It would be at the end of my broadcast on any extra class bands. It would be Kilo India 5, Quebec, Quebec, Mike, Stroke, Alpha, Echo, meaning acting extra, until my call sign showed extra class in the FCC database. That way, when people look up my call sign that I'm talking to, they don't say, hey, yours says general, you're not an extra, you can't be operating on this, frequency. So, it informs the person that I'm talking to that I am an extra. It is just that the FCC has not updated yet. So, that being said, get out there, guys. If you are interested in taking your ham class, doing your ham, even if you just want to take your tech, get on the dual bands, get on VHF, UHF, and then stop there, that's great. There's a lot of fun on VHF, UHF. If you live in a big city, it could be great. It could be awesome. If you live in a smaller town, you may have a little limited on your QSL contacts. That being said, once you get into general class, yes, extra class has 10 meter band privileges on the HF radio. That being said, the 10 meter band, as of today, September 13th, 2021, there is no propagation for 10 meter band. You would be surprised, however, to be able to talk to someone. That being said, go ahead and upgrade all the way up to general. If you want to get general and stop there, then there you go. That's great too. If you want to go ahead and advance all the way up to extra class, then that's great. However, you have more fun with the more privileges on all the bands. So take that into consideration. The other big news for the channel, it will be coming up here shortly, probably on Friday. I am barely starting my work week, so it will be a couple of days before I can get some time off to record another video. The only reason I'm actually recording now is because I had to stay over. Therefore, I have to cut hours, so I'm going in a little bit late today. So, yeah, fun stuff, government work. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate it. Stay safe. 73.